10. After you do it, then what? خلاص التحلل الثاني, you are completely out of ihram. You can do anything like any regular person, but try to respect the haram and everything. I've done التحلل الثاني. Now, what I'm supposed to do after I finish this, after I finish tawaf and everything, I visited Mecca, what I'm supposed to do? I would go back to Mina again. I would go back to Mina to spend the next either 2 or 3 nights. If you spend 3 nights after that, it's going to be okay. If you're going to spend 11th, 12th, and 13th, this will be full, alhamdulillah. But فَمَنْ تَعَجَّلَ فِي يَوْمَيْنِ فَلَا إِثْمَ عَلَيْهِ. Somebody would hasten in 2 days, rush to finish everything in 2 days, that's okay. I go back to where? To Mina, where I'm supposed to stay the night right there. And then next day, 11th, I would have, now we are in the 11th, the day of 11th of the Hajj. You will have to collect some hasawat, pebbles. You will have, the only thing that is remaining is al-rami, and then you will do tawaf al-wada after that, before you leave, the last type of tawaf. So al-rami, you will be spending these last 2 or 3 days having rami or throwing the stone. Every day, 11th, 12th, and 13th, every day you would make rami into 3 stations. جمرة العقبة الأولى, جمرة الأولى, you start with it, الوسطى, the middle one, and then الكبرى or العقبة. العقبة you have already make rami on it, you have thrown on the day of Eid, which was what date?
10th.
10th, يوم العاشر. You have how many stones?
7.
This was on the 10th, but now we are on the 11th. I went to Mecca, came from Mecca, now I'm in Mina. I'll spend the night there, and now it's 11th. You go to the place where al-jamarat, 3 places for throwing the pebbles, rami al-jamarat. You go to the first one, they call it al-ula, or it's the smallest. Then you 7, same way, takbir, and you might make dua after it. Then the second one, then the third one. Do not push others. Do not fight with others. If it's very crowded, wait until it gets a little bit, because this is where accidents might happen. This wasn't the past, but 2-3 years back, they widened the tracks, and it's really, inshallah, will accommodate everybody these days. But many people, they want to get khalas, they want to finish and go home or whatever. No, go and try to be careful about your safety and safety of others, and also keep the rituality of Hajj, the spirituality of Hajj. طيب, now we are on the 11th day. We would throw, so far, count with me how many jamarat we throw. On the day of Eid, how many?
7.
7. We need some mathematics.
You throw only on one.
I think I need a lot, some more water. Now?
On the day of Eid, you throw only one.
Only one. On the day of Eid, only? On the day of Eid, only one. The 10th, only one, which is the biggest. It's called Jamrat al-Aqaba. Only one.
7.
Plus the other actions. Then on the 11th, you would make rami into the 3 of them. Al-Ula, the first.
28.
Al-Wusta, the middle. And Al-Aqaba, which is the biggest one. Then, now we are on the day of Eid, the 10th day. We have already thrown 7. In the day of 11, we will have 7 in the first one, 7 in the second one, 7 in the third one. How many are these in the 11th, in the day of 11th?
21.
29?
21.
7 plus 7 plus 7.
21.
7 plus 7, 14. Plus 7?
21.
21. Plus the 7 that we have thrown yesterday.
28.
How many?
28.
28. 28. ماشي. خليك ماشي معايا. Now we finish. We have to go back again.
But on the 11th, 12th, 13th.
But this was the 11th. This was the 11th. Now today is 12. I will do the same thing that I have done yesterday, which was the 11th. Now I'm 12th day. 12 ذو الحجة. 12. What's 12 in Urdu? Bara? Bara. 12. Day of 12. Follow with me. Now I have 3 jamarat. I will do the same thing. 7 at the first one. 7. Throw them in the second one. And 7 And the third one. One by one again. We mentioned how you make Rami. Not 7 in the first one. You go and put the 7, all of them.
21.
Now we are on the day of 12. We are in the par day. Right? 12 day. We counted 28
49.
on 9th. 1 second. On 10th and 11th. Now we are in the 12th. 7. We had already 28 with us. Add 7 at the first one. Huh?
35.
35.
5.
5. And 7 in the middle one.
42.
And 7.
49.
49. By this time, you may leave if you want. You may go home if you want. I mean, go home to Mecca. Go to the next step if you want. Khalas, do not continue in Mina. It's okay, no problem. But if you continue, this will be better. This will be better. Then, if you decide to leave, what day is this?
12.
10 ايه بقى؟
ثاني عشر.
الثاني عشر الله يبارك فيك. الثاني معلش ما بفهمش ازاي قوي. الثاني عشر ده 12 para. 12th day. If you decide to leave, leave before sun sets. If you stay in Mina until sun sets, Maghrib time, you are not supposed to leave. You have to continue to the next day. Clear? Clear? You might leave after you finish on your jamarat on what day? The 12th. Now, how many jamarat I have thrown? 7 on the day of Eid, 21 in the second day, the day after, which will make them 28, and 21 at the third day, which is the 12th, the day of 12. This will make the total 49. You may leave, but if you stay at Mina until sun sets, خلاص, راحت عليك. You have to continue until the next day. Then the third day, what you're supposed to do, same thing like I have done yesterday. I would get to 21 more hasawat, pebbles, and get to the first jamra, second jamra, and third jamra, and each one 7. Each one 7. So we had already thrown 49 plus 21 here.
70.
How many?
70.
70. How much is 70 in Urdu? I mean, what does it mean? 70 in Urdu. Tarta? Satta? 70 people. By that time, Alhamdulillah. What date is this now? Think about it. 13th of what? Dhul Hijjah. Khalas. You have just little things that you do before you conclude everything. What is it? Khalas. You go Tawaf al-Wada', farewell Tawaf. You go to Mecca again. Do not do it now. If you're going to stay in Mecca for few days, like khalas, you're not leaving, like you still have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Khalas, keep staying in Mecca, no problem. By the time you are leaving Mecca, you are leaving. You have packed up everything and you're leaving now. What you're supposed to do? Go and make tawaf. But this time you're gonna make ihram and everything? No, don't make ihram. Khalas, you finished ihram. What was the time that you finished your last ihram? Raise your hand, please. Last ihram that we had. What was the exact time that we came out of this ihram?
9.
No, raise your hand. 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 Sister?
بعد رجوعنا من منى لمكة بعد
ماشي. What day? What day? 10th. At the day of 10th. After we came to Mecca and make the tawaf, you remember? We did all the tawaf, all of us here, right? At the 10th day. After we finish it, this was the last ihram that you have. Then after the 13th or the 12th, if you decide, you will go back to Mecca, do whatever you want. If you're going to spend 2 or 3 days, that's okay, more than this. By the time you leave, you're going to go to Mecca. Make it the last thing that you do before. If you still have something, you have to go to the supermarket, you have to go to the mall, you have to go to the shopping or whatever. Don't do this. Don't do the tawaf. Finish everything, get your stuff, pack your stuff, and go for al-Haram to do what? The last tawaf. How many times? 11 times, right?
7.
70? Same thing. 7 again. 7 things. Same thing, but without any ihram. With the, you will do tawaf al-wada' 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And by this time, how much you're gonna do? Many people, they cry and stuff, and no, don't do this. This was tawaf al-wada'. خلاص you go out to